everybody, it's Maddie Cummins, and I'm just going to come in today and talk about holiday brains. So, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Maddie Cummins with Cerebrations, and I'm a journey coach and a social worker, and really love and very passionate about helping people understand how their brains are working during anxiety and mental chaos, as well as other neurodiversity issues. So today we're talking about holiday brain. The holidays are wonderful, and they really, hopefully, instill some hope, some fun, some family, friends, gatherings, all of those things. But often that holiday chaos gets chaotic in our brain as well. And, I'm just sitting here in my house going, I haven't put Christmas decorations up. It's December 1st. We're going to be traveling over the holidays. How much do I need to put up? And then plus the planning and the calendars and all of this stuff. And so it's the other thing I think that's really important to think about with holidays is sometimes it's hard. We are grieving. We have some of us, many of us, over the last couple of years have been in COVID quarantine or COVID anxiety. And so I think this year especially, for some people, there is some hope that we get to maybe get around people. For others, that's not going to be a thing that we can do because of just medical concerns or whatever. And so I think it's just really important to stop and acknowledge all the feelings that we have when it comes to the holidays. What I think happens a lot of times is all that emotion just gets kind of trapped up in our brains, and it just creates chaos, and then we're stressed, and then we're not eating well, and then we're not sleeping well, and it's just this continual thing that happens over and over again in our brain. And so what I wanted to do today is just talk to you a little bit about a couple of ways that you can decrease that chaos. So one way is just to not say yes, but to wait until you respond to invitations or to going places and prioritize. I know for me, when I get stressed out and when I get that anxiety brain going, I tend to respond yes to everything because I'm not thinking through. And so what I try to do, and I'm not always super successful at it, but what I try to do is to stop and say, okay, I'm not in a good brain space right now, so let me get back to you on that. And what that does is it gives me a buffer to be able to think about what do I really have to do, to look at my calendar, to try to figure out, do I have time and the mental energy for this with everything else I have going on. And so just that stopping and thinking. The other thing that it's okay to do, and it's not always something that a lot of us enjoy doing, is sometimes we have to cancel. And so if I make too many plans, sometimes I have to back out of it. And I'm really honest with people, and I just say, look, I have way overscheduled and I just cannot get this done. Or I cannot attend that, or I cannot do that. And that space is really important for us to give ourselves grace and give ourselves permission to do that. Because here's the thing, our friends and our families and our coworkers may be disappointed that we're not going to show up, but it's not the end of the world. And sometimes with our chaotic brains, we make those things the end of the world. Like if I have promised to do something and I can't do it, then there's all kinds of negative stuff that comes up in our brains when we start doing that level of thinking. So the second thing I would suggest is, if you feel like your brain is just spinning, I call it the chaos NATO. Often that spinning is hiding emotions, or it's your brain not wanting to think about grief, loss, challenges. And sometimes I will sit down when my brain is spinning and I will just start writing. Now, here's the thing I don't like the word journaling because it's very intimidating for some people. Journaling is really just about research, and it's about figuring out what's going on. But here's the cool thing about actually writing, is that when you write, the two parts of your brain work together. Your left and your right side work together. It's the it's the actual letter formation, which is your left brain, and it's the creative process of writing, which is your right brain. And so often what will happen is that creative process of writing will just open up the brain a little bit to start acknowledging, oh, okay, that's really what's going on. I'm really feeling very sad about this, or I'm feeling very stressed about this. And that creative process and that left and right brain writing really helps you begin to understand why you're feeling stress during the holidays, what's really happening. It can feel icky because you're having to acknowledge some things. But the cool thing about that is that it's not up in your brain anymore, and you can process through the emotions that you're having around the holidays. And so there's many, many things that can happen with our brains during the holidays. But the important thing is to try to remember why we celebrate holidays, remember the good things about it, and try to stay in a space where you aren't stressing yourself out over all of this stuff and these expectations that I think come with the holidays. So if you have any questions or you'd like to talk further about it, feel free to message me and email me, or go to cerebrations.org. And it's just like celebrations, but it's Cerebrations with an R. And I'd love to chat with you more. And you guys have a great day and have a great holiday. I'll be back on just to check in, but have a great holiday season. Thanks. Bye.